Hello my honey cherry pies. It's been a while, but I'm back to deliver you news. And expect a part 2 of this video to come online soon as well. And if you thought I was dead this whole time like my avatar is, then I recommend keeping your eyes on the community tab. Or joining my beautiful Discord server where we all have the bestest of talks. For I am very much still breathing. Alright, let's get into the news. To start off with, the devs acknowledge that they have been leaving the Linux server operators hanging regarding build 41.73, as it caused many crashes on Linux servers. And they have tried to fix this in the unstable beta build 41.74, but it caused as much issues as it fixed. So they will be trying a different approach to fix this predicament. This fix will be released in an upcoming beta build, which will also improve overall network performance and making the connections for multiplayer more stable as its channel's growth. In the background, the developers are working on build 42 as we all know. However, this won't stop them from fixing and balancing build 41 more in the meanwhile. With these fixes and balances, they aim to keep mod disruption to a minimum, as we might be on one game version for quite a while as they work on build 42, so keeping mods from breaking is very important. Some of these fixes will be visual improvements with the cutaway system, I don't know what that is, but there it is, and colorblind accessibility options, better create highlights, recipe improvements, and an improved way of how the game handles car alarms in multiplayer. But wait, there's more. And I will put it on screen, but I probably shouldn't start reading a whole change list. So pause it if you want to read it. Alright, let's get into some map changes. Build 42 will most likely get a map expansion, which will expand the map around this much. I hope this won't make the game even more laggy though, as the more tiles that need to be loaded in and have their status updated, the more lag there is. Lag that you get during the end game being quite a big problem, as the more tiles you discover, the more lag you get. But the developers are currently working on fixing this, so fingers crossed that it won't become a problem. The team working on a map will be getting inspiration from real places from the Kentucky map, and then using that inspiration to make fictional towns, just like they did with Riverside and March Ridge. One of the towns they will be using as inspiration will be Ekron from good old Kentucky. Now the game already has a place named Ekron, but the developers say that one isn't inspired by the actual real life town. So the one that actually will be inspired by it will of course go by a different name. At least, that's my presumption. Some other unmentioned things are the game's sound team's work regarding zombie growls and screams, which will be inspired by the sounds of Dawn of the Dead. For those that don't know, that is a movie and the sounds kinda sound like this. And before anyone thinks of copyright striking me, this is considered fair use, kind of. There will also be new bullet impact noises on different materials like cars, dirt and etc. And further improvements will be made to the dynamic music system as well. Plus, work on the animals and the new fishing system is of course still ongoing. The developers are currently experimenting with rats like this beauty. Totally nothing wrong there. The developers are also working on the fashion in how animals will be transported by adding new trailers and vehicles. By the way, for those that don't notice it, this rat is wearing human hair. Just in case some of you guys are getting brutally confused. And yes, that's a bug and not a feature. It still looks miles better than the red in my thumbnail, that's for sure, as the one in my thumbnail looks more like a cow. But unfortunately, I'm not very gifted in the art of drawing. For the rest, however, the developers have been working on more available radio and TV channels that you can listen to at the start of the outbreak. More channels that can be tuned into later in the timeline will be added also. Think of public access TV, a music channel, a sports channel and so forth. That's all from this week's news, which is a bit on the short side, but if you want to have a chit chat with the community, then do consider joining the Discord, for it is the definition of perfection. And as always, I will see you all again very soon, hopefully.